first we will have a quick recap of what we have looked into the last week. Then we will continue the trapo. So in the last week, we got a chance to explore more about some of the string functions like mid, find, nth, and you are able to truncate the latitude or longitude from the URL link which you are seeing. And also that's the first case we faced, and second case we just tried to figure out the way to get the name of the dogs which is in description. So in the latitude longitude we are so definite about the string length. Here we were not sure what is the string length, so we also figured out a way to have the string length dynamic, and you are able to print the name of the dogs and all. So for the last week we have seen the string calculation. So this week we will try to move on with string calculation integrated with logic statements. So this week we will look into the logical statements and conditional filtering. So we will try to look at the applications of logical statements and conditional filtering. So generally logical statement, and I mean it's like true or false kind of thing. So I think for logical statements, like we no need of much explanation. It's self-explanatory, either true or false kind of thing. So what we will try to do now is we will try to look more applications on logic statement and how logic statement is integrated with string all others. We will try to look at that also. So here we have an example. We will try to figure out like how we can solve the question. So it's like we have a state versus different type of trees. In this, what we are supposed to do is how many trees are oaks versus other tree types. Also, we have to calculate the percent of total trees that are oak tree. So this is the case. We will be familiar with state, but we may not be familiar with the number of records. So when I mean tree, it's like common name which is here. So we will try to view the common name. So if you see the common names like Arizona pine, American elm, like it's more or like state related, and if you see the names, it's like state is also integrated. So in this, first we have to try to figure out a way to isolate the oak trees. So how will we do that? So basically, with the help of last week's session, what we will think is find string, substring, and we will find the position and all. So we can cut all those steps with the other function actually. So first, is everyone like clear about the question, like what we are supposed to do here?
Yeah, so I think looks like you're trying to basically say if you want oaks, right, and we want to compare how many oaks are there in California, how many in Virginia, and so on, then we have to sort of isolate oaks within the name and be able to count against each of the state, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, more or less,
so
like we are supposed to do that.
Does the field, is there a separate field called state, or do we have to extract that also from the name itself?
We have separate field state.
Okay, so, got it. It's from the name that we need to extract the oaks and whatever else, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is that the main statement, or did I miss something?
No, you didn't miss. It's the main statement we are supposed to do. So with the past learning, what we will try to do is we will just use find common name and maybe name of tree, whichever you want to do. Then we will get the position. Then if the position is not null, then we will be able to say like we have oak trees, how many number of oak trees and all. So in this, if you see, we have like 2 or 3 finding position, then need to figure out the position is null or not null, all those. But what Tableau does is like Tableau has one function which says directly either true or false. So what that function is? Contains. So contain function, what it does is contain function, what it does is calculate field contain. So you can see in the right, It's saying directly contains string substring and return true if the string contains substring. So in this case, we no need to just we no need to use like find all those. So directly we can use the contains function. So we will be able to sort out or filter the work trees whichever you want. So the field in which name of all the trees there is common name. So that's the main string. Okay. Then what is the substring we want here is work. Substring. Work. So now what tree function whichever we wrote using contain, it will either it will returns true the string as work, or otherwise it will return false with the tree for the other tree types actually. So if we put this in color, we will be able to see like how many trees are work and what are the other trees in each state. Okay. First statement we have done. First to show how many trees types are work versus other tree types. Okay, the first thing is done. Now we have to calculate the percent of total tree that are work tree across the state. So how we go about this? As you have already seen in the session, we got a chance to look into table calculation. So we will just use the percentage of total calculation across the around table across. So we will be able to show percentage of work trees and percentage of other trees. So
okay,
this is the sum of
yeah. Hey, can we just can you just reopen that the calculated field worksheet?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, contains. Okay, so this is a logical function, is it?
Yeah, it will return true or false. This contains function syntax is, so maybe in right you can see. So like contains string and we have to return the substring. So it will return true if the substring is there. It doesn't matter of position, length, anything. So this is like string and logical integrated. So if you want just to know if it is there or not, then we can use this function.
Okay, and this is case sensitive or no?
This is case sensitive.
Sensitive, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so in that case, I think if you, let's say, just for my information, I'm just asking, let's say, because it's case sensitive and you want to give both, let's say, OAK with O capital and with small, is there any option for it?
Yeah, we can do, like what we can use is, common name is there, right? This common name we can give inside lower sum.
Okay.
So after contain, you can just copy this, and so basically the common name will be converted fully into lowercase, and the substring which you want, you can just use small o. So basically the common name will be fully converted to lower string, and we can search the substring using this. So in that case, we can just remove the case sensitive.
Yeah, awesome, great, awesome, perfect, thank you.
So here we were able to filter, we were able to distinguish between oak tree and other type of trees. Now we have to quickly show the percentage of trees that are oak. So we will just pull the sum number of records to, this shows the number of trees. Maybe we will pull it again to show the percentage of total. Add table calculation, quick table calculation, percentage of total. So now what's happening? It's happening around table down. We have to convert it to table across. Table across. So now we are able to distinguish. We are able to see the percentage of oak tree and the percentage of other tree in the for a particular state. So this is the first case which we have solved. So anyone have question in this, or we can move to the next case?
We can move.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe I have a question here. What if we want to show like multiple trees in the same thing? So especially with coloring, because right now it is oaks versus others, right?
Yeah.
So what if, let's say, we want to show oaks and a few other types of trees, all in this? I'm just trying to understand the thought process in terms of how the logic would work.
Yeah, okay. So in that case, you have to go if statement. So if contains common name, comma, oak, and return dash oak.
Okay.
Else if
Understood.
yeah, so we have to use
Yeah,
if and
understood.
else statement so to return like how many trees we want. Or
Yeah.
otherwise we can even use parameters if we want to make it more dynamic, which we will see in the next example.
Okay, super. Yeah, perfect.
So for each state, show the count of selected trees as tree type to compare to other type tree. Also calculate the percentage of total. So in the earlier case, what we have done is, so you are able to just calculate only the oak because in substring we have given oak only. But here what they are saying is like, for each state, show the count of selected tree type. So selected tree type, how we'll make dynamic is, we will just try to use some parameter. So here already I have created the parameter tree type. So maybe edit. You can see the list of trees which is then the data source, and I made the parameter already. So now we will use this parameter and we will try to make the vis dynamic similar to that of the example which we have seen earlier. Earlier we just give contains. For oak tree, what we have done is we have used the contain function. Same thing we will use here as well. Contains. What is the string common name which is similar there? And the substring what we gave earlier is, since we wanted only oak tree, we have given oak tree. Oak here now we want like dynamic using the parameter tree. Here what you have to give is we have to give parameter tree type. So parameter we have given. So we will use this parameter in the colors shelf, so we'll be able to look in. So parameter selection, we have created the field, we have created a parameter, now we have created a calculator field using the parameter. Now we will use the parameter selection field in the color. So it's dynamic. So now it's showing only pine tree. If you change it to oak, now it will show the oak tree. So you are able to control the, we are able to choose multiple dynamically by using the parameter. So first part is done. Show the count of selected tree types as tree type to compare versus other trees. We have done it. Now again we have to calculate the percentage of total trees. So similar. So we will go with the table calculation. Quick table calculation. Percentage of total. Edit. Table across. So now if we select other tree, based on that percentages will be calculated and we will be able to see. Yeah. So this is the second example. So first example you are able to see like how to get the particular tree. In second example, what we have done is we have tried to make it even more dynamic, like how we can make this more dynamic by using parameter, and we have also applied this parameter and we use this in calculated field. So you are able to see like how much it's more even dynamic. So if you don't have any doubts, we will quickly move on to the next example. Shall we move? Yeah. Okay. So 2.3. So this is a bit tricky. We will try to even go here. Maybe in 1 minute, maybe 1 minute, you can go through the caption. So you'll get to know more about the question and how to solve. Okay, so calculate the difference from the overall average height of tree for oak, willow, pine and sycamore. So first we will be able to sort out like each tree whatever they are given. First that's the first step. So we will try to do that. So whatever tree type they have mentioned, first we have to try to separate them. So we'll go with the if statement. If times common, that's the main string, and substring is first oak, then else if contains common name. What is the next step? Fine. And last time. Maybe with the left out type we can give it as others. Else others. Okay, so first we are able to group the trees as mentioned in the question. Then we have to show the overall average height should be represented by a reference line. So grouping of trees, we will drop them in rows. So now we are able to get like 5 different types whatever they have mentioned, and now they want overall height should be represented by a reference line. Okay, so the average we put across table. It may not be correct. This average may not be correct. Why? Because what it does, this average line, it will just take the average of these 5 values. Maybe, yeah, I will put them. So if you see like average for entire oak tree is 102.25, and for each of the trees it's displayed in the respective position, and the average for this is showing 102.79. So if you see 102.79, this average is calculated just only based on the values which is in the top of the each bar. For example, sum of all the 5 values, and it will be divided by 102.79 to be so 102.25 plus 101.14 plus 131 plus 93.33 plus 76.4. Answer 102.78. That's what we are getting here as average. But the question is like more clear. The overall average height. What they mean here, overall average height is, for example, there might be 10 oak trees and 20 others, pine 30, something like that. They want the overall average in the sense for each tree. they want, like for example, if 135 trees are there which is grouped into 5, here we are currently showing the average only based on these 5 values, but what they are trying to ask here is overall height, in the sense average of height of 135 trees. So how we go about that is we have to use LOD so that we can change the level of detail apart from the level of visualization. So currently the visualization is in grouping level. We have to write a LOD calculation in such a way it's more granular and it will just point out for each tree. So since we want more granular, we can directly use LOD without any fixing. Generally, the syntax for LOD is fixed, dimension and measure. Since we want at more granular level, we no need to put the dimension. Directly we can just go with the aggregate expression. So average height. So this will be the overall average height. I think now you can feel the application of LOD here. When we want to create a calculated field or display in the visualization at more granular level or more aggregated level than that of the visualization level, we will just go forward and use the LOD. Now in this case, we want to use calculated field more granular level than that of the visualization level. So that's why we are using LOD and we are just trying to calculate the overall average height here. So overall average height, we can edit overall average height. So the overall average height is 110.1. So this is at a tree level. For each tree, it will just take the height and it will take the average. So next, what the overall height should be represented by a reference line. Okay. Also, we have to show the difference from the overall height for the thing. So basically, how we go about that is we will just subtract the average overall height minus average height of the particular tree. So we will just get the difference. We will do that all and we will complete this question. So sum overall height minus average height. So this is the difference what they are told, difference from the overall average tree height. So this is the difference. We will just try to display them in the 2D. Yeah, so we are able to show the difference. Yeah, actually I plan to cover even conditional filtering in this session, but because of time constraint, we will just stop here for today's session. So maybe if anyone have doubt in LOD or contain or logical fields, I will try to explain them. If you have any doubts, please.
Jairam, in the last formula, you use sum and average.
Yeah.
If you open the difference. So why we are doing sum? We should use average now.
Average or sum, it doesn't matter actually. So it's already aggregated at an tree level. So either sum or okay, you mean the difference?
Yeah.
So maybe even if we keep average, I think it doesn't matter. So it's same. The value remains same. Since we have used LOD, it's already aggregated.
Okay.
Any other question? Okay, thank you then.